Hello guys and welcome to Heat 2 for Round 1 of HRL Season 5. On the front row we're going to have Papaslaunch and DHG Fireball. Then in third place is going to be Vulcan 1610. A lot of vets that you're probably going to recognize from past seasons so far. Fourth we got B2T Kambi. Fifth is going to be Detail. And running up the field in sixth place will be Sector 701. So keep an eye out for the lights. And we're green. Start of the race. See how clean they can keep it. Alright, looks pretty good so far. Going to go into that right-hander, swooping down through the downhill, under the bridge. Oh, it's going to get cheesy in the neg camber as usual. Looks like Vulcan had problems, and it looks like just about every driver almost cheesed it. Fireball ends up taking the lead. Close battle for the lead right there, Fireball and Slaunch, and then we got a nice third place battle there between Kambi and Detail. And Vulcan still trying to recover from what happened to him. He's going to make it a 3 wide. We got a 2 wide for first, and we got a 3 wide for third. Going to get an update on both here in a second. Looks like Slaunch is going to take the lead. Oh, and Fireball trying to make a move is going to go down. Oh, and he gets out right in front of Vulcan. And that's going to hurt them both a ton. You see Vulcan all the way to last, Fireball all the way to fourth. Yeah, not going to be good for those guys. I mean, the semi-transfer spot is top 4, though. So Fireball, despite that, still surprisingly in a semi spot. I'll get a little loose there. Off that jump was Sector. He's going to lose that spot to Vulcan very quickly. So Vulcan, man on the mission, trying to get back there. Detail, not going to be able to make the move. He's going to go for a crossover. It almost looked like we were going to have a 3 wide yet again. And this is definitely what Vulcan loves to see. He's trying to get back with the pack. See if he can get that semi-transfer spot even. Kambi going to lose the spot to Fireball, so Fireball making short work of these guys back into second place. Meanwhile, Detail and Kambi are still duking it out for third. With a pretty rough battle. There goes Detail. Going to try to make it on the inside. It's going to be another 3 wide between these guys. This is actually ridiculous. Fireball's going to have the outside. Kambi is going to hit the bump, and he goes down. And as you see, we're going to get a little podium shot right there. Pretty decent. But it looks like Detail is going to come out on top of that. Kambi obviously got cheesed. And I believe Fireball had some lag cheese too. So right after that, Fireball got lagged into the wall. So he dropped back yet again. So now it's going to be Detail second, Vulcan third. And I think Fireball fell back behind Kambi. I think he's in fifth now. So he's got to pass by Kambi yet again. He's got a further distance this time as well. Would it be a farther distance? I believe it would. So we'll see if he's going to be able to make that up. Meanwhile, it looks like we could have a close battle between Detail and Vulcan. Vulcan actually looking pretty fast on this track so far. You can tell that he's definitely put the time in for this new season, trying to improve as he always does. Every season he tries to get better. And there we hit the 3 to go mark, so you can tell that this heat does not have too much time left. We're going to get a little shot here to try to get you guys an idea of the gap. So there's that. You can tell the gap between first and second, and Vulcan's going to be trying to make a move here. He's going to try to get second place. Interesting move right there. Vulcan tends to opt for the inside there, whereas most other drivers go for the outside, and Vulcan hits a sick 2-wheel and saves it. So good for him. Close call. But he saves it. He's going to be able to fight another day, perhaps try to make a move for the second place still. Vulcan coming out aggressive in this heat. Honestly, I think one of the places that you can tell where his practice paid off is the neg camber. At least in this heat, he's been hitting it pretty clean and pretty close to the inside. So if he can keep that up, honestly, I think there's some other parts of the track where he looks a little slow. And right there you see, look at that time he just gained off the neg camber. Ran it pretty much perfect. I think there's a lot of other parts of the track where Vulcan takes it pretty slow. And honestly, if he focused a little bit more on the rest of the track, he would have a very, very solid line. He might be top 5 speed, but I think some of the lines he takes in some of the other parts of the track slows him up a little bit. And I think that, you know, how well he's running the neg camber is kind of negated by his line through the rest of the track. But anyways, final lap here. Slaunch going to take the white flag. Going to watch him around the track one more time. And I mean, you can already see some of the differences between him and Vulcan, and I think that's Vulcan's biggest issue here, is that he practiced so hard on the neck camber, which is smart. I mean, if he was bad at it, then he would be really bad in terms of lap time. And he basically makes up his entire lap on that section, which is doable to get like a top 5, maybe a top 8. But it's not gonna be podium material unless he improves at the rest of the track. Anyways, coming around the last final corners is gonna be Slaunch gonna take the second heat win of this season, and here we're gonna have Detail's gonna end up holding on for second. Vulcan is gonna take that third place spot, and Kambi holds off Fireball for fourth, so Fireball could not recover from all the cheese that he hit himself with. Well, the lag wasn't really his fault, but the other crash I think was more of a self-cheesing. And yeah, he's going to end up getting 5th. Sector's going to get 6th. And hope you guys enjoyed that heat. Get hyped for the semi coming later tonight.